takes it away. The Bobcats are going to the national championship.
All right. Welcome back, Bobcat fans. Thanks for joining us on another episode of the R&R Catcast. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Foley. The full crew, Ryan Thornburg, Zach Levere. We are the R&R, the Montana State affiliate of the Big Sky Podcast Network. And we have a sweet sponsor in the Bobcat Collective. If you're passionate about supporting Bobcat athletes, visit bobcatcollective.com today and learn more and sign up to be a member for as low as $25 a month. Memberships support student athletes and provide great perks for members, including exclusive access to events, behind-the-scenes content, and more. Again, that's bobcatcollective.com, and tell them the R&R sent you. Fellas, we did it!
Lamson takes a knee.
Eat shit,
Bobcats.
Grizzlies! Go, Cats, go!
Going to the national championship
It
again.
never gets old. It never
Third
gets
time
old.
under Brent Vegan in the most spectacular, satisfying way you can possibly ever punch your ticket to the national championship. Nothing could ever be better than Saturday.
It's our finest hour.
Yeah.
It might-
Quick question for you then. You said nothing could ever be better than what was on Saturday. If we win the national championship on the 5th, is that better?
I meant there's no better way to punch your ticket, period.
Oh, okay.
There's no better way. It was kind of a
Still-
continuation of my first statement. Now, that is a good question. I still think winning the national championship would be sweeter because we have not experienced that as Bobcat
41
fans
years.
in our lifetime here. 41, such a good number. Such a good number. My
Great
hotel
number.
room at the Sapphire Motel was 41. There's a lot of 41 action going on right now. Just saying.
41
But-
years since we won it.
Yeah.
Our number 41, 41st state in the union. There's another one I'm missing. Coulter mentioned it today on his show.
It's the 1941 team, which is
Yes.
a big deal.
Yeah, that's it. More than a dozen of our players did not come back from the war in 1941. That's what it was. But holy cow, man. 3 out of coach's 5 years as head coach, he's taken us to national championship.
It's pretty special.
It's an unreal run and something like at the end of that Rob Ash era, I don't think I could have seen that coming. Even in the Jeff Choate era, I was like, okay, we're building, but we were building slowly.
Not to this. This is
Not to
just
this.
awesome.
Zach, you know what you should do? You should queue up that Instagram post of Coach speaking at the end of or in the locker room and play that here in a moment. If you can pull that up, that'd be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I'll work on that.
If you
Okay.
could find it, send it to me since I'm the one who can pump
Yeah.
in the
Let me see if I can
direct
do that.
audio. The
All
audio
right.
engineer over here.
So when we're doing that, we'll do a little show rundown.
Woo!
Man,
I
Vim is
can't.
coursing now. It's
Yes. We're too tame. We're
Full
too tame.
Vim.
We're too tame. We kick their asses, boys.
rock hard Vim.
Rock hard Vim.
I listened back. That was so funny.
It's the only way to
Vim
have
was
him.
a pill. I just took it.
Call your doctor if Vim
Gonna be
lasts
up
more
all
than
night,
4
boys.
hours.
I'm
My
sure we've
Vim
all been-
lasted more than 4 hours after that win, man. I still am on the Vim.
I'm pretty sure Hims is a pill, so Vims is. We'll just market Vims instead.
Vims.
Gosh, man. One of the best days of my life. Anyways, we'll get right. We'll get
Mhm.
into it. There's so much to recap in this, so we'll get into a little bit of news. Which, spoiler alert, there's not much. We'll tell you who Montana State is playing in the national championship in 2 weeks. After that, we're gonna go into a little story time. Thorny was in Bozeman. Him and Zachy were parading around up to mischievous no good, and so we'll talk about what happened in Bozeman with those boys. We're gonna get into the stats as we always do. We'll do a game recap, Super Brawl, and then we'll get into kind of a big picture. What does it mean? Where's Montana State going? The path, and compare that, juxtapose that to the path that the Grizzlies are on. Big picture kind of moment. So then we'll end with Golden Coolies, and we will preview Illinois State next week, right? After the presser comes and some more stuff comes out. So we typically do 2 episodes during this in between time from semifinal to national.
This is basically a victory lap and talking about the game and
Dunking
fun time
on
in
the
Bozeman.
Griz.
We're not talking anything about the next national championship really, other than maybe what it means to go to it. But football wise, no, nothing. Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm riding too much of a high. I haven't even thought about Illinois State really. I mean, a little bit, but I'm enjoying this so much. We have time to think and talk about the Redbirds.
All right, but first let's talk about what's in our Golden Coolies.
What's in your Golden Coolie?
What's in your Golden Coolie is brought to you by Wilbur Ellis. Go see Shea Richter and Company up in Fort Benton for all your farming and fertilizer needs. I didn't really want to drink tonight after the weekend I had in Bozeman, but I decided it's a celebratory, how can I not have a beer after this game? I have a San Juan Brewing English style porter. It is the Black Boar, 4.5% alcohol, big can. Never had it before, but a porter sounded kind of like a nice little wintry beer to warm the cockles a little bit. A phrase we've used several times on this podcast. But it's pretty good. It's pretty light porter. 4.5% seems pretty light for a porter. Maybe that's what the English style porters is. I don't know. It's pretty good.
All right. Well, shout out to Mike first. Thanks for some more beer stats. Good seeing you at the tailgate again. Apologies I didn't have a ton of time to talk to you, but always good to see you. I am drinking my victory beer, my vanilla cold smoke, friends. We're dunking on the Griz, and I am dunking around with my Kettle House right now.
I thought about bringing on the Kettle House too.
That's so good.
Oh,
I had a couple of those in Bozeman.
They're so good.
They're so good. They're very good.
I thought about picking up a Moose Drill. I really did. I did not go with the Moose Drill. I went with something I've never had before. It's called the Hop Steady IPA. And why I picked this up is it has a record player on the can. Guys, we're going to Nashville, and we know what Nashville is all about. Music right there. I haven't taken a drink of this. This is a seasonal IPA, a Northwest IPA from Rubens Brewing over in Seattle.
I like it because record players were a thing when the Griz were relevant in the 90s, I think.
And also probably last time we won a national championship.
Yeah, that's true. If you haven't checked your 401k since the last time we won a national championship, reach out to Kendall.
Yeah.
That's good, man. Yeah, it's a good Northwest.
I like
Tasty.
it.
All right.
IPA, yeah. West Coast right there. That's definitely it.
Where was it from again?
Rubens.
We're in Washington. Quite a bit of beer. I think
Rubens,
Ballard
Washington?
or Seattle, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it said Seattle. Okay. I've had a couple of their beers on the show before. I wonder if Mike could pull that up. How many times have I had Rubens? More lately. They're filling up our grocery shelves for sure. So there's quite a few options from them. Good stuff, man. It's delicious. Good choice by me.
Just a self-pat there.
Yeah, don't hurt your arm. You know who can hurt their arms? Anybody associated with the Bobcat football team can pat themselves on the back to death right now.
Yeah.
Go for it. Have that arm fall off.
All right, let's get into the news. Thorny, what's the news? You told me it. I can't remember.
I mean, basically who we're playing, but we already kind of talked about it. There's really no other news. We don't have any updates on any injuries as far as I know.
We have not heard anything. Hopefully we hear good news about that.
Yeah, that was
we have not heard
great.
Anything.
I haven't heard about that or anything else. And the only other news is Illinois State beat Villanova to advance to the national championship to face Montana State. We'll talk plenty about them next Monday. But I don't have any other real news to talk about.
So let's
get
into
no press conference. There was no fashion watch.
Until next week.
Until next week. Put a pin in it.
All right. Go ahead, Thorny. Lead in with the Thorny and Zach story time. I want to hear all about it. I was just so jealous.
Oh, I mean, we met up pretty quickly. I got in the airport at 2:00. I just went straight to Madison River to meet John, my friend, sponsor of the show, great brewery there, and met up with him, had some beers. He showed me a little tour of his place there, which is pretty awesome. Got to see kind of how it works and how they do business a little bit. And then when Zach got off the airport, he picked me up and took me to my hotel.
In a snowstorm.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little dicey there. It was definitely cold on Friday. Saturday was better. Not that Saturday was great, but that was better. Then I met up with Montana Parlay, another Big Sky podcast kind of personality, and we had dinner with his cousin at Aleworks. I'm glad I got to go to Aleworks. Always a place I try and hit when I go back to Bozeman. I don't know if it's necessarily the best place, but it's like it just feels like college to me. It's like Aleworks. Come on, it's classic. I had a bison cheesesteak though. That was pretty solid. I also hadn't eaten since like 7 a.m. So I think anything would have been very tasty at that point in my life. Ended up at the Ponderosa, had plenty of drinks, and was so tired from getting up and driving and then drinking for 7 straight hours. I went to bed at like 9:30. It's like I'm calling it a night. I'm not drunk. I'm feeling good. I'm tired. I'm gonna be smart about this and end this right now because it won't end well if I keep going. So that's my Friday.
You tailgated pretty hard. I didn't even see you till like we went into the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Saturday was a slow, weird start, but I ended up getting over to the game. John brought me over there, and I hung out with him. And whatever food truck was over by Madison River Brewing.
Sheridan's barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue pretty much catered his tailgate. Great. So I had like ribs and smoked wings all from that little place there, and that was so awesome. And there's other people there, and Braden Conkle was hanging out in the tent. That was pretty cool. Yeah, then I hung out with Parlay. I was bouncing around tailgates. I ended up seeing Shay Richter, our sponsor. Finally met him in person for the first time. Made that happen. I met Alec and Mike Nice, the beer historian. And finally, I kept trying to get over to you to get my press pass, but I just kept getting invited places. It was a lot of fun.
I was worried because I was like, dude, where are you? Like, I need to give this to you because I'm going in.
It's like, I'm getting there. We're making it over there. It's still like an hour before game time before you were.
Yeah, I was going in an hour before. I was getting in that stadium. I wanted to see the action build. I took a pretty awesome photo at Twitter 32 minutes before game day, and you just see like the swarm of people outside the gates trying to get in. So I was in early. Smart decision. No regrets.
Yeah, so I had a blast tailgating. I had plenty of beverages, but nothing too crazy, and got up to our little spot up the press box, met you and your dad, hung out up there, and watched the game.
Yeah, we kind of camped out.
I do
there.
like getting into the game early because Montana State does such a good job of building the momentum about half hour before the game time. Everything they do is so calculated. By the time it goes, they have the fans completely on tilt. Well done, Montana State. I can't imagine just being in that atmosphere with that. Must have been to the nines. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm glad I was hard access for alcohol up there, which is good for me. Because then after the game, I went downtown and had plenty more alcohols. Several alcohols.
Didn't we all?
What was the vibe downtown? I can only imagine.
It wasn't as busy or as crazy as I would think it would be.
Why is that?
There's more cops than I've ever seen in my life. I found myself on
or maybe
the
I'm
bar.
thinking of Friday. Friday seemed a little slow.
I found myself on the bar at Cousins telling the Grizzlies to eat poop during Money. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, Parlay texted me and said he's at Cousins. I'm like, oh yeah, your Cousins? He's like, no, there's a bar named Cousins. That was
right next to our
confusing
bar.
to me. It's like I don't remember there being a bar named Cousins, and that's a terrible name for a bar. I'm sorry. It's very confusing if someone says I'm at Cousins. I'm like, oh, you're at your cousin's house, huh? Cool.
Wait a second. Is it a bar that replaced the existing bar?
It used to be something else. It was like attached to our bar, right?
Bar. Yeah.
It used to be called something else.
It is right next to the R bar.
I literally never went in there once because why would you? Because the R bar's right there. That's kind of it's like why would I go to the bar right next to the R
The
bar?
R bar had a line out the door, and Cousins did not.
Well, there you go.
Are they owned by the same people?
I do not know.
Come on.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
But in classic Bozeman fashion, I ended my night on Saturday at the cannery.
Did you go to the Eagles?
Nope, didn't make it down there.
Man,
Should have.
that's one of my
Should've.
faves. Yeah, the cannery's good. Man, well done, guys. I mean,
it just brings me back, man. Like, there's so much different about Bozeman. But there's still some mainstays that we know and are familiar to us. Our old heads from the early aughts partying downtown. I did not make it to the Molly Brown. I did not make it to the Eagles. Didn't make it to the Zebra or anything like that. But made it to the cannery. Plenty of bars in between. And some new places that I had checked out and ran into some people that I remembered from college, which is crazy. We did go to the 19th hole right after the game, John and his wife, and met up with some people at the 19th hole just because we figured we could have a chance to actually get some food at the 19th hole, which I was surprised the 19th hole is still kicking because that's such a weird location. It's always been a weird location. It's so far out of the way. And their nachos have gotten more ridiculous since I remembered in college. Anyway, going off a tangent.
I got pulled back into the stadium after the game. We went out to tailgates. Then we were looking for some friends. Went into a couple suites where they were pouring heavy drinks, and then went up to the top where I found my victory cigar, which I had been looking for.
Damn it!
And
I wanted to get a cigar. I want to
had
smoke
my
with you. We just
victory
didn't make it happen.
cigar and smoked that Griz pack, and it's one of the best cigars I've ever had in my life. And I am not that big of a smoker, so to have that, it was like felt amazing.
Yeah, I wanted a cigar. I kind of forgot about it in the heat of leaving the game.
There's
Good
times
old
when you're
Bozeman.
back in there's times when you're back in Bozeman. I remember being back there with you last year, Ryan, and we were sitting on like the corner of Kagigi, and we're like, it feels like it's 2004 or 5 all over again.
It
where
transports
just
you.
like it transports you back to that time when you were in college.
We made it to Stormcastle for lunch on Sunday before we left town too, so that was good. Right next to Specs. Did not make it to Specs this time. I did it for the UT Martin game, but yeah, just miss Bozeman, man. It takes you back. Be back on campus. Just walking around campus is like you feel like you're like 22 again. I don't know. It's weird.
Does it make you proud?
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool.
Oh, good times. Good times.
Hey, anybody
What a game.
recognize you from your voice?
Me? No.
I had that a couple times when I was there with Zach, like oddly, like back to back. Leon was one, which was really cool. But then there was another lady. She's like, "Oh yeah, put a face to the voice now." I was like, "Yeah."
I mean, I
that's
briefly
cool.
chatted with West Wilson up in the press box.
Did you really?
That's cool.
Yeah, he was hanging out up there in his Letterman's jacket. He's like, "Oh yeah, guys, I listen to you guys for a while. I've been big supporters." He always retweets our stuff, and I retweet his stuff.
That'd be
Let's go
fun
meet
to
him.
have him on the pod.
I'm sure he'd come on. I meant to ask him, but he was preoccupied.
You know, another guy we should bring on to bring some perspective to this is we should follow up with Travis Lule.
We could do that.
Yeah. Is
I
that
was thinking
still the pinned R&R episode? The Lule interview?
I mean, it's like on Spotify. It's like the highlight episode or whatever, or the trailer episode, whatever you want to call it.
So Zach, when we got Lule on, it was at the like pretty much going into the fall of our second season, and Ryan and I were like, "Hey, should we go for this?" And we we sent a message to Travis Lule. He was like, "Oh, for sure, we'll do this." I don't think I've ever been as nervous in my life.
No, that was our very first interview.
Yeah,
we
I've
had
been
not
talking to
interviewed
Travis
anybody
Lule
at all, and we like interviewing like probably who we hold in the highest regards, our biggest Bobcat player. Like,
Just
what?
fanboying out. I'm just
Yeah, went straight to the top. First episode.
So he said
first
yes,
interview.
and so he gets on and he's like, "Hey guys, just he's like, hey, we'll sit and talk for a little bit. Just how are you guys doing?" He was such a professional because, of course, he is, right? He's Travis freaking Lule, and my heart was like racing like a freaking thoroughbred the whole time. I was like, "Don't screw this up! Don't screw this up!" I'd love to talk to him now because I feel like we would do a way more. Like,
we've come a long ways. In being able to handle ourselves in a semi-professional manner. When we need to.
Okay, well,
this episode is not a semi-professional. We're going to be complete fanboys on this.
All
we
over
already
the
have
place.
been. We already have. We started off with the. Well, no, we didn't start off. We didn't start off with that. We started off with something else. Never mind.
We talked about doing that. We did it.
Some Moni action in the beginning, but the Lamson one that was pretty classic. We're going to the national championship.
All right. I do want to talk about Moni. Let's just do it right now. I understand that the Grizzlies are annoyed by it to no end. They brought it on. Coach Houck is the guy that fueled that song. His pettiness, calling us state, it feels it, man. So like when the Grizzlies saying, "Oh, you guys keep playing that song," well, it's because of you guys. It's because of you, and I love it.
When you keep bringing up the streak, when you say dumb stuff like it's a lopsided rivalry and we like to keep it that way, when you say the litter box, when you say little brother, when you try to use all this crap that's fueled us, and when you kicked us when we were down for so long, eventually we grew up, we hit the weight room, we had a hot girlfriend, we got the sports car, and you're like, damn, kid grew up. And that's what it feels like.
Receipts were kept.
Enjoy it. Yeah. We didn't forget. And now they have to enjoy all the crap we dealt with for years and years and years. How's it feel?
I've never loved when we play it, when we don't play the Grizzlies, when we're chanting it, playing like
we don't really
Hurst.
During the fight song, we don't play Moni any other.
Fair enough. I guess just the chant. I guess two separate things. I love Moni because I don't know. It encapsulates everything. It's a uniting song, but it also is like, I don't know. It's like our song, and it feels really good. It's a victory cry, and it feels so good when you get to play it. And it's like this. I don't know. It makes you just think about how important the rivalry is 24/7, and it kind of. I don't know. I think the Cats take it more seriously a little bit in their hatred. And I think that's some of the results speak for themselves on that. Like, we're thinking about the Griz all the time. You can call it rent-free or whatever you want, but it's always in the minds of beating the Griz.
Yeah.
And here we are beating them quite often. Was it 8 out of the last 10?
8 of the last 10.
8 out of the last 10. We have beaten the Griz. We'll chant all damn day if we want to, boys. Yeah. It keeps it fresh in the mind. You can't forget. We're doing this to beat the shit out of the Griz, and here we are doing it yet again, 2 times in one season.
Spanking them.
We got to play Moni 2 times this year.
Maybe the Griz should start thinking about us year round, and
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I remember when Houck got beat by Choate, he was saying something like, "That's all they think about all year long, and maybe we should start doing that too." He said something like that in one of his post game interviews after losing to like a 4-6 Jeff Choate team. I think the fact that we breathe it all year long, it helps.
Fully, I want to paint a picture for you because the moment happened of we go into the 2-minute timeout. I think we had just gotten a first down. They play Dixieland Delight. So they played about a minute of Dixieland Delight, and the stadium is just rocking, knowing, we're going to Nashville. This is it. Players are jumping around on the sideline, the whole thing. And as soon as that minute ends of Dixieland Delight, straight into Moni Moni, and it was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So you already had people hyped going to the 2-minute, being like, we did it. Players, coaches, everybody, like, this is it. You get that Dixieland Delight, the whole stadium's bopping up and down, having a great time. And then it just clicks. And the whole stadium is just pointing and yelling and reminding them that their season is over and we have conquered them and we're going to Nashville and we're undisputed Big Sky Conference champions. And that they won 13 games and went 13-2. And their 2 losses were to the Montana State Bobcats.
It's time. We got to play it now. Sorry, we're usually a family show, but
Gosh, we're humble winners.
we're gonna put some E for explicit on this one. I don't feel
That's
like being humble or reserved or anything after this win. After the shit talking, the Griz talk, they were so confident, so confident. It was absurd. It was obnoxious. It was unbearable. And I have been very nice on Twitter. I have not cashed very many receipts. On the R&R CatCast account, I did post a few things that I thought were kind of flying in the face of the narrative we had heard all year. Mainly like, thanks for all the house money. We'll use it to fund our trip to Nashville.
So good. That was such a good one, Thorny.
That wasn't like pointed at anybody. I'm not calling anyone specific out, but I'm just like, these are the things that were in my mind and bugging the crap out of me all week. So I did unleash a few things like that. But it's been a fun victory lap without me having to do anything. I'm just sitting back and watching the meltdown. I'm not even taunting anybody.
They said things like, "Oh, the better team didn't win after the brawl, and if we play them again, we'll kick the crap out of them."
Mm-hmm.
They thought they were going to beat us by 30. They thought they were going to come into our house and just piss all over us, and we kicked the shit out of them.
Now, there were so many, like the Fight on Montana I mentioned on the last podcast. They are predicting like 44-24 wins each. They're like, book your tickets to Nashville. Let's do it. They're talking about it.
I saw multiple Griz fans post pictures of canceling. Why would you do that? Why would you give us that ammunition? But they posted photos of them canceling their flight reservations to Nashville.
People mourn in different ways, Zach.
Yeah. What is
I mean, that's 30 plus years of just release right there in that sound clip.
I feel that was 2019. 2019 was like the release of, we finally beat the crap out of the Griz. This I don't know, it was different. It was like a combination of beating them to go to the national championship with such a different feel than all the 2 other times we've done that recently. South Dakota State was pretty awesome, but
before we get into the stats and the particulars of the game, last week post Sunday, I mean, we recorded on Monday, and Ryan, you and I stated we have kind of odd calm about this game. I don't know about you, but like every day I woke up, I was like, first thoughts come to your brain, and you're like, all of a sudden you're like, oh, Cat Griz is this week, and then it was just like, oh, like a little bit of like weight on your shoulders would come on as soon as that thought would come. And, I would go on my run or whatever, dismiss it. And then I would text you guys throughout the day. And God bless Zach. Like, Zach, you were like, we're going to murder these guys. And then like
90-10. You asked me, what's your confidence in this game? I was like 90-10.
Yeah. Talk to like some other guys that we talked to. And they're like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident. There was a couple guys who were super confident. And, and then I would send a little private text just between Thorny and I. And we're still like, 60-40,
60-40, or maybe I said 70-30.
70-30.
I was feeling confident, but not like, I wasn't feeling like super confident.
Yeah, Ryan and I are very much on the same page a lot of time on like the gut feelings for the Cats. That's why I love you, Zach, is like,
You have like battered bobcat syndrome.
no,
Like-
we've talked about this before. You're like the Labrador of the R&R CatCast, like all fun all the time. Yes, everything's positive. And so like you bring that energy and it's so good. But every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it was just like this weight of like, oh my gosh, this game feels so heavy. The consequences of this game feel so heavy. And then when we hit that 2-minute marker, probably even when we hit that 4-minute marker, even when we hit the 7-minute marker, when Bryce Greavy takes that pick six, it was just a release of weight off the shoulders and then just complete jubilation, absolute vim coursing through every part of your body. And it hasn't stopped. Like Sunday was great. Monday's been amazing. And I couldn't wait to get on to this microphone tonight and talk to you guys about it.
I know I wanted to make some sort of reaction happen while we're in the stadium or something, but I don't know. It just didn't really.
And I feel bad.
It was too much hype. It was too much insanity.
Fans were calling for it. They're like, "What? No instant reaction would have been an epic instant reaction. It just didn't happen." Sorry, guys. That's on us.
It's hard when two of us are there and being torn asunder to the bars and drinking with ex-Griz football players, which I did for a little bit. It was a good time. It's a good time.
We're out amongst the people.
Mm-hmm.
We also got to be like we were fans. Like it was nice to like be fans.
Yeah, there's always just a little piece of the obligation to record, and like I don't know. I just wanted to just enjoy, especially since I don't get to go to the games. So like this is the one game I went to this entire year, and I'm just gonna enjoy it. So sorry, sorry for no episode, people, but
yeah,
we had to live a little.
Fully, I want to bring it back to this game a little bit before we really get into the recap. I've been in my, fully vibes of thinking of, I don't know, examples. This game felt like a heavyweight fight where we came out in the first round, punched Montana in the face, and then they got their footing and started punching us and won some of the middle rounds. And then I just felt like it was a 10-round fight and you got to round 8, 9, 10, and Montana was just gassed. And we were just landing blow after blow. And you could just tell, like, when the guy's, getting counted because he's just all nearly knocked out. And then we deliver the knockout punch with the pick, and we'll get into it. I just felt that this game was a heavyweight fight. And it was a fight that went 8, 9 rounds, but didn't go the distance because we knocked him out.
But there were some interesting rounds in the middle.
Yeah, there were.
And we'll talk about those. They punch back.
All right. Stats?
Anything else on this one?
I'm sure we'll get into it.
Talking about? Yeah.
Not that I can think of, but I'm sure it'll come to me as we go over.
Well, the stats is brought to you by Pronghorn Wealth. If you haven't looked at the stats on your company's 401k since, Zach, do you want to say one here?
Well, I said one since national championship, but that seems a little long. Let's just say since the last time we went to a national championship would have been a year ago. Probably should check your 401k. It's been a year.
A lot happens in the year in the stock market. Reach out to Kendall at Pronghorn Wealth to benchmark your current plan fees. Visit pronghornwealth.com today to get started. Montana State advances to the national championship game yet again, crushing the rival Montana Grizzlies 48-23. Cats roll up 23 first downs to 18 for the Grizzlies. The Cats are 10 of 14 on third down. Really good statistically on third down. Did not go for no fourth down. The Cats roll up 449 yards of total offense, 209 through the air on 13 of 19 passing, 11 yards per pass, no interceptions, 240 yards on the ground, 44 attempts, 5.5 yards per rush. Or the Griz only managed 347 yards of offense, 251 through the air on 27 of 42 attempts for only 6 yards of pass, an interception thrown right to Bryce Greavy's chest, 96 rushing yards on 25 attempts for 3.8 yards per carry for the Griz. Each team penalized 6 times, the Cats for 45 yards, the Griz for 65 yards. And the Griz did have the interception thrown, but the Cats lost a fumble by Jabez Woods. Cats end up winning the time possession 31 minutes and 43 seconds to 28 minutes and 17 seconds for the Griz. With a hard
Punt.
S.
Yes, I heard that. I love it. The Grizzlies punted 4 times for 169 yards. We punted once for 30 yards. First possession of the game. Red zone. Both teams were 4 for 4 in the red zone. And for sacks, we sacked the Grizzlies 3 for 27. And the Grizzlies had 1 sack for 7 yards against us. Justin Lamson. Whew. Thorny, I know your heart just swelled when I said Justin Lamson.
I love that
13
guy.
for 19, 209 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns. He had 10 carries for 50 yards, 2 touchdowns. Justin Lamson, again, accounted for 4 touchdowns in this game. Adam Jones, as predicted, 16 for 136, 2 touchdowns. I knew this was going to be a big day for Adam Jones. Julius Davis, 14 for 57. Taco Dollar, 5 catches for 125 yards, 1 touchdown. Most of that coming on the most historical play in Bobcat Nation. I don't know. I mean, it could go down as
84.
the
Maybe
play.
It's the 84 pick, probably.
Yeah. I have it up. I would love to read when we get to that play. I want to read Bill Lamberty's paragraph describing it because I thought his words just it's perfect for it. So give props to Bill. Rocky Lencioni, 2 for 36 for a touchdown.
Baller.
Gosh.
Dude's an absolute baller.
Yeah.
He's going to stick around.
Ooh.
Gosh.
His over-the-shoulder catch.
I'm like gushing. Like, that's that dude. What a bobcat.
Mm-hmm.
I heard earlier that toss sweep that he had for the touchdown, we've run that play 6 times this year for touchdowns.
Yeah.
I don't remember that happening 6 times. Not
6
to him
times.
every time.
Yep. He has 6 touchdowns off that play.
He has 6 rushing touchdowns off a sweep.
Yep.
That doesn't sound, or I guess they're
Off a tight
receiving
end
touchdowns.
toss sweep.
Are they receiving touchdowns? So he throws it forward, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Sorry,
here's
Foley.
a guy that I think it has been a pivotal cog in our offense. Not getting splashy stats, but been very dependable. Chris Long,
Yeah.
2 catches, 25 yards, but his catches always come in pivotal moments. He's making it. He's blocking his ass off.
And they're
Love
hard
Chris
catches
Long.
half the time, too.
Yeah.
He's
Super stoked
catching
for that
everything
guy.
after having kind of a rocky start.
Mm-hmm. Dane Steele also had 2 for 25. Cole Taylor, Great Falls' finest. He had 7 solo, 8 total leading the team. Kenneth Iden had 3 solo, 6 total. He had 2 tackles for a loss. Coulter Petre, filling in for Keaton Dollar, came out with 6 total. Almost had a pick in the end zone. Went right through his hands. Love you, Coulter. Love seeing what you're doing. Hit the jugs machine, buddy. It'll help you out just that much more. It's a little work upon for Coulter. That's not the first time he's missed one this year, but awesome to see him do great in his duty. Bryce Grebe, 5 total. He had 1 interception for 4 yards. It was a pick 6 if you didn't know. Tatum Gray, he had that big old helmet on. And by the way Montana State was able to put the decals and everything on that pads, it looked perfect. Nice job to our crew over there. He had 4 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss and a sack. Brian Meredith, one of my favorite players this year. Just kind of like Chris Long, not necessarily the guy that's going to get a lot of publicity, but just a very steady presence. He had a half tackle for a loss, 2 total. Zach Cruz had a ripping sack and then 2 total. Seth Brock, guys, do you guys know about Seth Brock?
Yeah.
Redshirt freshman. He had a sack and 1 forced fumble. How about that?
He had a sack in the game?
He had a sack in the 4th quarter and he had a forced fumble. That guy is, put a pin in that guy because he is going to be a star for the
What was the
Bobcats.
forced fumble?
The Griz recovered it. We got Ayat and one of their linemen jumped on it, but it was.
Oh, yeah. I remember that
yeah.
play.
Yeah. Again, in the fourth quarter, Miles Sandstead did not attempt a field goal, but he was 6 for 6 on point afters. Actually, that doesn't make sense. I feel like we missed one because we went for
He missed
2.
one, but we never got the snap off, so he never kicked it.
Okay. Got it. K-E-L-K. I'm struggling on this. No, I can do this. K-E. No, I can do it. I could do it earlier when I was practicing, but I can't do it now. 27 for 42. Woo. That's a lot of pass attempts right there. Not a lot of completions. 251 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He sacked 3 times, and he had 5 carries for 8 yards on the ground. Eli Gilman was 16 for 107, 1 touchdown. He had 4 catches for 37 in the air. And finally, Michael Wortham, only 8 for 85 and 2 for 7 on the ground. Those are your stats.
Hey, Thorny, did you cash your bet?
I did. So I bet my first prop bet ever that Lamson and Jones would combine for 150 rushing yards. It seemed like a no-brainer. It was almost 2-1 odds. So I won like $56 on my $20 big boy bet. Look at me.
I had
Paid for 3 drinks.
I had Jones over 100 yards and a Bobcat win parlayed, which paid 2-1 as well.
Nicely done. You probably did more than 20.
I had 25.
When Jones hit that 54-yard touchdown, where you're like,
yeah, that was a little extra celebrating. I was like, oh, there we go.
Yeah, I thought I had got the bet on that run alone, but it turned out we didn't get that till later because Jones 131 and then Lamson only ended up with 43, so 174. So we didn't blow past it till later in the game. But
if that 54-yard is not the single most indictment to the 335 defense, I don't know what it is because
there was nobody there.
Nobody.
Turned on the Jets and was gone.
No, like the linebacker just got his eyes in the wrong spot and made a bad read, and it was game over. How do we want to approach this?
Well, last time we did this, we went drive by drive.
I was thinking we could kind of do a little bit of chronological. We don't need necessarily do drives, but like first quarter, second quarter, I think it'd be kind of a fun way to approach it.
In big games, we tend to go drive by drive because it releases the fields. It kind of paints the picture. Okay. So let's go into the.
Do you want me to kind of narrate it?
Yeah,
and we'll go. I get it. All right. So we win the toss, and we do what I said I would love to see. Griz 3 plays 6 yards, punt. We hold them. They throw the ball 3 times. One completion.
What do you think about that? What do you think about Griz coming out just throwing the ball 3 straight times? I thought that was a weird game plan.
They tried to attack our edges again, and it didn't work to start.
No, the very first play is a pass breakup by, I don't remember who it was. But I was like, there we go. We're not going to give them the dink and dunk stuff all day. We're going to run up and play more press coverage on today. That's the first thing I thought when I saw that very first pass breakup.
Seth Johnson.
And then we get the ball. I think around our 40.
At the 40, yep.
And we pretty much run it down their throats that first drive.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like we just controlled the line of scrimmage, and we're like, we are gonna do what we want to do, and we're gonna run this thing down your throat, and that's what we did. And a Lamson keeper, he walked right into the end zone at the end.
And they had like 8 guys in the box.
Yeah, they loaded the box, and they dared us, and we dared.
This is what happens when you don't play a gap sound defense. You get gash plays. This makes total sense to everybody except the Grizzlies. I'm sure they know.
Oh, it just seems like if they keep doing the 3-3-5, they're gonna get steamrolled in Bozeman.
Please keep the 3-3-5.
It seems like such a bad Bobby matchup for them.
Please keep Bobby Houck. Please.
Great.
And the next time they get one first down,
get one first down. They punt, we get the ball back, and we kind of do the same thing again.
We get back in our own 45 this time, and both these were set up by pretty good taco dollar returns.
Yeah.
Nothing huge, but like 10, 15 yards where he made several guys miss, got us to the 40 the first time and 45 on the second drive. And then, same thing.
Run. Incompletion. 7-yard touchdown run.
So we didn't complete a single pass on the second drive and just rushed it right down their throats.
So at this point, 14-0. I'm thinking this game could be
13-0. We
48-10.
fumbled the PAT.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. I'm thinking this game could be something like a runaway, like 40 to 50 to 10 or something like that.
The best possible start you could have asked for.
Yeah.
The Griz had 1 first down, ran, 7 plays and punted twice.
And then they marched down on us. Credit to them. They responded when they needed to respond. They marched down inside, I think, the 5-yard line. And then a 3-yard run, 2 incompletions, which one of them could have been a pick. They kick a chip shot field goal and kind of get themselves back in the game. Kick off to us.
So I believe that's the second quarter you're talking, right? I believe that happened in the second quarter.
Yes. So
before spanned both of them.
I want to. Yeah, I think it did. I think it started in the first.
This is the start of the second quarter. The Griz go on their field goal drive.
But I want to read the first quarter stats real quick. The Cats had 100 yards to 66 for the Griz. The Cats had 5.6 yards per carry on 12 rushing attempts for 67 rushing yards in the first quarter alone. And we're 2 of 2 on third down, ran 17 plays. And time of possession was pretty even, which is kind of surprising. But 13-0. Hell of a first quarter.
How did it feel in the stadium? It looked awesome on TV.
Yeah. Oh, we felt fantastic at that point.
I have a little video of Thorny doing a little dance. He was throwing snow. He was throwing snow like LeBron up in the air.
There's a snowbank towards the part of the press box area that faces the back of the parking lot. And I was just going like yelling to the people down below. Good time.
Did you guys light up those heat lamps up there?
They brought one up eventually. I don't think they ever turned it on though.
They get turned on late in the game.
All right.
It was pretty chilly up there. It was not a warm day. The wind was brutal.
Yeah.
But how important was it to hold them to a field goal on that point?
It felt massive because then you felt like they couldn't stop our offense at that point. So to hold them to 3, it's like we'll trade 7 for 3 all day.
Yeah.
And it was almost a pick in the end zone. I mean, Coulter was right there, and the ball went right through his hands. It just sailed right through his hands. I was like, oh man.
There's a lot of mustard on that ball. That was a weird throw. But that should have been picked though.
Yeah. So then they squib kick it to Lincioni, who returns.
He makes a nice little run out of it.
Makes a nice little run to the 32. And Juice goes for 10 yards. No huddle, Dowler for 4. And then shotgun snap, Adam Jones, 54-yard touchdown house call.
So his score right there is awesome, but it also has a little bit of a negative. 3 plays, $127 off the clock after the Griz went 13 plays, 72 yards, 5 minutes. So we score, which is awesome. But too fast almost. Right? You love to see that scamper from Jones right there. But it was just like, we're just going to give it right back to the guys who just marched down the field.
There's no nitpicking on that beautiful touchdown run by Adam Jones.
No, there's no nitpicking.
I didn't really care how you scored. Score.
I love when he got in the end zone, he put his head down and ran like an excited kid when you're like running around. You're like so excited. He's like looking down. He does this little
it's like galloping
in the end zone because he's just has so much energy right then. I was like, that's just a kid out there having fun, man. I loved watching that.
It's just a kid from Missoula. Missoula made, Bobcat built.
That's right. I do want to say something before we keep talking about the plays because the last Griz drive, I believe, I don't know if it was the same drive or 2 subsequent drives, but Brooks Davis got hurt and then Schaefer got hurt.
Evan Schaefer got hurt
right by Coulter Petrie, right near the, right when they got down the red zone. It was a first down pass down to the 3-yard line. What did you guys think about Griz fans kind of complaining about hip tackles? I rewatched a little bit of it, and the tackle on Brooks Davis was definitely a hip tackle, and then Cole Taylor definitely hip tackled Eli Gilman just a few plays later. Like completely just like left his feet and dropped his butt on the ground and toward.
It's
Gilman
not
down
illegal
kind of backwards.
though.
It's not illegal.
It's not illegal.
Not in college. It is in the NFL.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I haven't paid attention to see if have the Cats been doing that all year. I guess I didn't even pay attention to it.
I have a hard time. I have a hard time getting mad at kids for doing it because we've taken away so many other hits in in football. It's already hard enough to play defense. Like, yeah, bring a guy down, bring him down.
It's going both ways though.
Yeah.
So I've rewatched this game twice, and I watched for that as well. The Grizzlies had a handful of hip tackles as well.
The Schaefer one, I felt bad that he got hurt that way. I thought it was more a yacht put him in the situation of how he threw that ball.
He's a huge ass tight end, and you're a small safety. Yeah. It's what you're gonna do. That's 9 out of 10 safeties are gonna do the same thing. They're gonna just hit you low, and he happened to be turning around right then, and I guess got his foot planted. I don't know, but that's
the ball placement. The ball placement of the pass led to that. And NFL quarterbacks, Tom Brady's talked about this all the time. Like, you don't throw the balls when you have a wide open receiver to a point where my guy is going to be hot. It's called a hospital pass for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, you don't throw those balls even if the guy's open because he's going to get blindside killed.
Yeah, like, I feel bad, but it's just you go low when there's a huge man coming at you. It's just kind of
it's also the physicality of football, unfortunately. Like, that's tough. We've had it happen to us too.
Coulter wasn't doing anything nefarious on that one. He just lowered his shoulder, kind of ducked his head, and then just absorbed the contact from Schaefer. Like Thorny said, that guy was going to level Coulter, size advantage Schaefer all day long.
When Tommy got hurt in the national championship, nobody said, it wasn't NDSU doing anything nefarious.
Yeah.
It happens. It's football, unfortunately.
So where are we? Is this when
right.
Do we have the ball?
Back to it. Griz march down 9 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. And that was
the second of their 4 straight scoring drives.
Yep.
Coming up.
It's like, we got a ball game here.
Yeah, what's the score now?
Yeah, so it's 20-9. We get the ball. I think we got the ball with 7 minutes to go, and we're like, all right, 7-minute drive. Let's go down. We start rumbling again. 6 plays, 15 yards, fumble, Jabez Woods.
Yeah, third and relatively long, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
He catches the ball about 3 yards short of the stick, and he decides to bounce out. And I mean, if he would have cut in and just dove towards I think he's real close.
He had to.
If he doesn't get it, we punt the ball. Instead, he cuts out and then just gets stripped, and the Griz jump on it, and the whole vibe of Bobcat Stadium changed pretty dramatically at this point. It was a party. People are like, I'm just going to go book my tickets to Nashville right now. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, never mind. This feels a whole way different. The energy was deflated. The stadium was deflated.
8 plays, 40 yards, Griz touchdown.
Ugh.
Tough. And then we get the ball back with 12 seconds to go, and we knee it and end the half.
The Griz did a great job of juicing every second out of that clock before scoring. And Vegan went to halftime with 3 timeouts, though. So he could have tried to get the ball back, but he chose to not do that. So I don't know if don't know how I feel about that.
How are you guys feeling going into halftime?
Not great.
Yeah, I felt meh. I kind of thought we had to score. I was like, we got to find a way to gain the momentum back, and a score at a half would do it.
That fumble took the air out of the stadium for sure.
Yeah.
So if you look at the second quarter stats, the Griz had 158 yards. The Cats had 99. They were 4 or 5 on third down. They ran 23 plays. We ran 10 plays. They averaged 6.9 yards per play, and they possessed the ball 9 minutes 42 seconds to 5:18 for the Cats, and then the turnover. So they dominated the second quarter. So the first quarter domination was flipped up on its head, and at halftime we were actually they were outgaining us 224 to 199. They had ran 38 plays to our 27 plays. We only had 46 passing yards. They had 135. Like it was and they had possessed the ball for almost 4 more minutes than we had. So the second quarter flipped the script pretty badly.
Then we come in at half, and we have a third down, and Taco gets just the most blatant targeting call I've ever seen.
Gets murdered. And there's been some hubbub about how the Griz players kind of celebrated that a little bit. I don't know if you've seen that fully. You don't have Twitter. Some of them were like making good night motions.
How to defend that too. Yeah, some go to sleep motions.
But anyway, yes.
So
it was a targeting.
Yeah,
It was
It
targeting.
was targeting.
not
textbook.
It was not malicious. It was not malicious.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It wasn't malicious.
That is the call.
I'll defend Micah Harper on that. He didn't do anything bad.
It felt like Harper was trying to get his head in front of Taco to probably pop the ball. And then, it just met his helmet at the moment. But when you saw it on TV, it was like, oh, yeah, that's clearly targeting.
I mean, the sound it made in the stadium was, like everybody heard it.
No, the crowd went silent, and you could hear the Griz players hooting and holler, and it was they were juiced after that, man. They were juiced, and it carried on even after I believe the next play was a big, huge sack, or no, it was Adam Jones handoff, and Peyton Wing just blew it up. Yep. They were still amped after the hit. Like sometimes ejections like that get teams going.
Yep. We end up punting it back, and this is where the game really shifted. 7 plays, 80 yards, 3:15 drive, a dink and dunk, and it got concerning. Griz score 23-20. They take the lead. This is where I started doing my fully walks. I was pacing. I was not in a good spot.
Now this is I don't think that was much of a dink and dunk drive. That was a huge pass to Wortham over the middle.
That's right.
I think either a screen pass or a handoff to Wortham. It was a screen pass to Wortham down the sideline. So he had like 80 yards on this drive alone, or 70 yards. He had 2 big plays, and they went right down the field and they scored on us. And this is where they just took the lead, and that was their 3rd straight scoring drive. The last 2 were touchdowns, going back to their field goal being the 3rd. The game felt a whole lot different.
Good teams respond when the adversity's against them, when the momentum's against them. Good teams find a way. Underrated in this game will be this was Lamson's moment as a leader. This was his drive. 14 plays, 75 yards, 6:40 off the clock that led to the Lincioni screen pass touchdown. Lamson found the way to complete passes, to make 3rd downs with his legs. He made that drive happen. He conducted the offense. He came out cool, calm, and it was really impressive. And that was, you got back in the fight, take the lead.
We were going to go 3 and out. It was 3rd and 7. And Lamson scrambles up the middle and gets rocked. Like he got decleated. But he put his body on the line and got picked up the yard, or first down by about a yard. And then, the drive continued on and ended up with the Lincioni score. So that was a crucial play, that 3rd down pickup. Otherwise, we go 3 and out. That is a terrifying thing to think about. Because the Griz were rolling on offense, and we go 3 and out and give it right back. He had to pick up that first down, and he did it. And he put his body on the line and got crunched for it.
So what do you guys think about Montana State the last couple games not winning the middle 8?
I think it just shows that we are a very good football team that finds ways to win, even if we don't win in the ways that we had been winning all year. Good teams find ways, and it doesn't always look like you expect it to look, but we're winning. We're winning football games. I think it just shows our resiliency.
Second question, what were you guys thinking about the defense through that middle run where the Griz were stacking those drives and touchdowns?
Not great, Bob.
Got to find a way.
Got to find a way.
Got to do something, and we did.
Did you see? I mean, were you guys seeing anything that was like concerning? Was it Montana just being better than us?
Montana's just good, man.
Yeah, I think it was their offense unleashed, and this is the point where I think they ran out of gas. They started running out of gas because they go 5 plays, 15 yards, and they punt. And this was the moment. It's like, go back, take that lead, build the lead. And
So-
we go.
So now we're in the fourth quarter. Hold on.
We're in
there.
the fourth quarter. We're at the start of the fourth quarter.
So we scored at the very end of the third quarter. And then they go 5 plays, and we get the first stop we've had since
the
the
first
first quarter of play.
Yeah.
And our touchdown was also the first score in the last 4 drives, according to the TV graphic that I saw. So there was a period where this game was like completely flipped. Like we couldn't score, and they went 4 straight scoring drives, and we had to flip it back. And then the stats all the way up through the third quarter at this point are evening out really close, like 309 yards for the Griz, 274 for the Cats. I think look at the play count. Yeah, the Griz had run 49 plays. We had run 47. They were averaging 6.3 yards per play. We were at 5.8. And the time of possession was within 12 seconds of each other. So this is through the third quarter, cumulative through the third quarter. It's looking real even. Like the Griz completely even this game out.
All right.
Fourth quarter comes and
We get
what
a
a
good
friggin' fourth quarter, baby.
Taco has a good return, sets us up. A BS block in the back call moves us back.
And Taco fell down anyway.
Yeah, I saw the flag, but we had an 8-yard run to start with Julius, another 5-yard run, then we had a 2-yard run, then we had a sack. And it's like, uh-oh.
And then we
It's
had a
third
false start.
down. So it's yeah.
That got us to 3rd and 20. That's
God.
because
No, then we had a penalty. It was 3rd and 15. Then it was 3rd and 20.
Mhm.
And then, well, I have it queued up here, so might as well play it.
And then history was made.
Lamson will throw. Steps up in the pocket, running to the near side. He throws on the run, deep downfield. Caught by Taco down at the 50. He's on the move down the right side. Numbers 30, 20, 15. Cuts back inside between the halves. Taco Dollar. Touchdown, Bobcats. Oh, baby, the Magic City Bobcat all the way down the field on 3rd and 1 million.
Legendary. Thanks, Keaton.
Gosh, that is
What a
single
play. I think I picked
best
you up,
play.
Thorny.
most impactful play. I'm sorry, what?
I think I picked you up when we scored.
You did.
Just
Yeah, you
completely
picked me up.
manhandled you.
It's been a while since somebody picked me up and I felt like a little child, but that happened. So kudos for being a giant human. But that was what a play, guys. What a
Oh,
play. That's going to
gosh.
go down as no one's ever going to forget where they were, how they felt when that happened. The crowd went insane because it had gone pretty flat. Like we were still making noise when the Griz had the ball and stuff, but it wasn't quite the same. There was some tension in Bobcat Stadium, and that released it all. And it's like, okay, thank God.
Lamson put that ball 40 yards downfield. It's crazy.
I thought he was throwing the ball to Chris Long because Chris Long was breaking wide open.
He
And
threw
then
into
it just-
triple coverage too,
It
but he
looked
threw
weird.
it short because he knew Taco could come back to the football.
And then the reason it looked close is because the safeties or the defensive backs that were chasing Long realized the ball was underthrown, so they had turned around, but they got there too slow, and then they collided.
Thank God Lamson threw it too, because he could have scrambled,
Yeah.
but I think he would have been caught. Like he probably would have got 15 of those 20 yards, but I think he would.
Yeah, I thought it would have been close if he
it would
scrambled.
have been close.
Thank you for saying that because I wanted to mention that when I was thinking about the play. I was like, I hope we talk about it because that's so many times where Lamson would scramble there.
Yeah.
But he stopped and set his feet and threw a bomb. It was very reminiscent of the touchdown pass to Chris Long at NAU, where he threw it over the middle. Jabez Woods, yeah. And it looked like there was a crowd of people and somehow Woods just grabs and races
Came
off.
out
It
of
was a very
nowhere.
similar play.
So I was on one of my patent Foley walks at the moment, and I was reading Bobcat Nation kind of nervously at the moment, and everybody was down, and then all of a sudden somebody goes, "Holy expletive! 87-yard touchdown, Taco Dollar." And then I hear my son, he goes, "Dad!" And I'm like half a block away. And he's just yelling for me. He's like, "I know you're out there, Dad." And he goes, "Taco, 87-yard touchdown. And then I see it on my phone, and I'm like, I just started whooping and like yelling, and then I run back to my house off the run and just celebrate with Miles.
Did you make it back to see a replay?
I don't know. I can't remember. I'm probably not, but it was Miles just yelling my name, Dad. And I'm like half a block. Like I'm on the other side of the block. And I yell, what? It's a classic Foley moment right there. So good.
What does the official walk count?
Yeah.
And so I took 3 walks. No, I took 4 walks, and I feel like I didn't stop. So they started. I want to say almost into the third quarter. And then I stopped walking pretty much after Taco got that touchdown.
Thorny and I might have had a side bet on.
Did I say 4.5?
You said 4.5, and I said, "Oh, I'll take that immediately." And then you're like, "Should we make it 5.5?" And I was like, "Yeah, probably 5.5 is more accurate for a game like this." So I think I took over 5.5. I thought 6 was the sweet spot.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I think we're learning that this year that Foley is making improvements in his life,
harnessing his feelings about the Bobcats.
I'm not sure he's taking more than 4 all year.
Yeah,
it's been with the Cat Griz game, it's been a lot more for sure. So yeah, Foley walks during the Cat Griz games are pretty prevalent for sure.
Well, then we answer that drive with kicking off to the Griz, and they go three plays backwards, 5 yards and a minute. And the stadium had come to life, and the juice was out there, and it was time to end this thing. It's 34-23.
Ayat's starting to look pretty rattled at this point, I think. Yeah. I think the stadium getting back juiced up, he looked a little unsettled for the rest of the game.
Jones goes on a 20-yard run where somebody holds onto his jersey for dear life, or he would have scored.
He would have scored.
Yeah, he was gone.
That would have taken top off the stadium right there.
Yeah. But if that didn't, Lamson's 34-yard pass to Rocky Lincioni is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Rocky Lincioni could go down as one of the best Bobcats of all time. The dude's a freshman. He's amazing.
He might have the best hands on the team.
Yeah.
Do you see Adam Jones just like
are you
hands
kidding
on
me?
his helmet, like just looking around?
So good.
Oh, this was so good, man. What a play. What a play.
And we get a false start penalty at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I saw that coming too. I was like, oh, was that our first one? Because we can't go a whole game without doing that. But yeah, the Lamson,
it doesn't matter.
Scrambles for a touchdown. It was third
Dosey
down, right?
in. Yeah, third and 7, and Lamson Dosey does into the end zone.
This is relatively important because if we kick a field goal there, it's 14 points.
Yep.
It's still 37-23, so the Griz are still theoretically a chance, but he scores touchdown. It's a 3-score game, and it's the party's on in Bozeman in Bobcat Stadium. Like that's
23-41. And then the Griz decide to risk it all. It's the game. And they go 3 yards, completion, incompletion, and it's 4th down and 7 on their Griz 25. Thorny, do you have our other good clip? All right. So we had Happy Keaton.
Sorry.
Maybe
I'm too excited to play
Sad Riley. Play it.
Yeah, we're going to play a little bit of treat for maybe some Bobcat fans out there.
Roger Fisher, this is for you.
With a 4-receiver set, 2 on each side. He'll get the snap, steps up in the pocket, and throws across the middle. It's intercepted. Grebe has the pick, and Bryce Grebe will streak for the end zone. It's another pick 6 for Montana State. And Bobcat Stadium is rocking as they are getting ready to punch their ticket to the FCS National Championship.
He didn't even want to finish. He didn't even want to finish the play call. And it's intercepted. He just wanted to like take it.
And
Kind of
it's
laid out for a
intercepted.
second there.
He's like, I guess I better say what's happening now. He's still running.
It's 4th down. It's intercepted. And the Bobcats have scored.
Hopefully we don't get in trouble. But that was pretty satisfying. When you sent that link out today, I'm like, I'm happy to have heard that.
And what a play for the Melstone second Cowboy, right? We've been critical of him all year long in one
Especially
specific area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass protection.
coverage.
Yeah.
And he finally dropped deep enough
Yeah.
into coverage. He's
Yeah.
finally got some depth on his drop.
Yeah, I'll watch that play probably 10 times by now. And if you follow him, he does exactly that. He gets depth, hits him right in the numbers. Chris Long has a pancake block at the end. So good, man. Not Chris Long, excuse me. The other number one.
I was like, what did Chris Long run off the sideline and pancake?
Is it Jace McMillan? That's number one, or
He must be.
Carson
Yeah,
Williams?
I think he is number one on defense.
On defense.
So cool.
Yeah, there's a borderline hold there, but no one's calling that. But oh man, that was like the exclamation point. Like we're going, it's game over. Nothing matters. Like you already kind of felt that way with Lamson's touchdown, but that was a frenzy. I've watched some of the reaction videos. People like pointing at a camera pointed at the student section. Like here's the crowd's reaction to the Bryce Greeby pick 6, and it's so satisfying to watch. The place just was jumping.
And then we almost had another one because I think Bohannon fumbled. He did not have an incompletion, but the refs called it dead.
Stupid. It was wrong.
Stupid call. Should have let it go.
Also, that's how you tackle a guy who catches the ball and turns towards you without crunching him in the head, by the way. You can do it.
If you don't want us to hip drop, there you go.
Yeah, the real score of this game is 55-23.
And Taylor grabs the ball and goes in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the place was even more insane when that happened too.
Yeah.
But then it got called back. But it was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna just pour it on. We're gonna win like 65 to. We're just gonna keep scoring. They're not gonna stop us.
It felt like that at the moment.
Gosh.
And then that was it. They go 40 yards. They almost completed a pass. I think Carson Williams had a pass breakup towards the end that they almost caught.
Yeah, that was a crazy catch.
Yeah,
like,
crazy
it was deflected,
catch.
Then off of the receiver's legs and up into his chest, and he caught
He
the
was
ball.
out of bounds.
It would have been one of the most insane catches you've ever seen if he actually completed that. Yeah. And he was borderline out of bounds. He was not far out of bounds.
Yeah.
I watched a replay on that. Like, yeah, could be
close.
Catch. If you watch a replay on that play, there was one of the most blatant holds you'll ever see. That did not call.
I think we were screaming hold too.
Like there was literally the guys behind him holding on to dear life so he wouldn't sack Ayat, but they didn't call anything. But not that it mattered at that point. But that was it.
That was all she wrote, man.
We just needed a couple of first downs to ice it, and Lamson gets a third down run where he scrambles off the left side, gets the first down, comes up, does a little taunt.
Does the Eli Gilman?
Well, first he does a first down point like right into a Griz player, like almost like makes him smell his armpit, and then walks back to the huddle and does the little twinkle, whatever Eli Gilman's little chinny chin thing is. Man, that was also very satisfying. I posted that on Twitter today. A hot take Nate, who I met in Bozeman too, by the way. That was pretty fun meeting him. Good to see you, Nate. And he was like, does anyone have the video of the Lamson doing the Gilman taunt? I'm like, I'll go clip it. So I went to the YouTube channel and I clipped it and put it on Twitter for him. And it's kind of gotten some little bit of traction on there. But yeah, that was pretty satisfying to see him do that. And one of the many reasons that I love Justin Lamson.
We're off to Nashville.
And that's all she wrote. And then we can play the clip basically again where Russell Dam is saying Justin Lamson takes a knee.
The Bobcats are going to the national championship.
Fully went pee. He just came back for us talking about Lamson and Gilman and catching the end of this.
I feel so much better.
We closed out the game for you. We did it. We beat the Griz. We beat them twice in a month. I'm not even sure I've fully processed the impact of that. I have been thinking about Griz fans always doing this streak, or the overall record. You can always just counter with 1-0 now, because it's 1-0 in the playoffs. The overall record is us. 1-0.
I'll just post a picture of the score, 48-23.
Like the Cat Griz to end all Cat Grizzes.
How many Super Brawls have you guys won? Oh, none? Cool.
Yeah. You won a couple regular brawls back in the 50s. Congratulations. Have you won any Super Brawls?
Hey, I did want to say I wish they would have gotten the trophy and paraded around the stadium after we won.
I'm glad they didn't. It would have been very satisfying.
I thought it would have been funny.
I don't think you could have just done it for fun.
Yeah. That's why I said
I see what you could have just.
I wish they would have gotten it out of the locker room and given the trophy a little victory lap around the stadium.
Oh, that would have been actually pretty funny, because the trophy didn't change hands, but it's ours anyway. We do what we want with it. We'll bring it on the field if we want to. All right, I asked you guys to come up with it. Who's your MVP
besides Taco Dollar?
Is Taco Dollar your obvious MVP?
I mean, how does Taco Dollar come back after that hit is crazy to me. His wherewithal. I was even looking for it in the post-game presser. He sat with Coach. Didn't look like he was at all affected by it. I'm going to go Adam Jones.
If we play if this was say an actual Super Bowl and we had an MVP to give out, it's Justin Lamson.
Well, Lamson's my vote. He had 4 total touchdowns and a bunch of crucial plays.
Yeah.
And just did everything you'd ever want a football player to do. He made a block on that Jabez Woods sweep in the early in the game. Like Lamson was out there
first
blocking
play of the game.
a defensive back.
Yeah.
It's like that guy just does whatever you want. He's a tough guy, and he made so many conversions and important plays, and then 4 touchdowns. You can't discount. He had counted for 4 total touchdowns. So I think Lamson my 1, Jones is my 2, which is crazy to put Taco at 3, but I think I had to put Taco at the 3rd in this lineup because there was the 3 big stars from Montana State showed, and I want to give a huge shout out to Julius Davis, who got some insanely tough 4-yard carries that kept drives going, kept things to be 3rd and 4 instead of 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8. Julius Davis had a solid game, and I want to shout it out because it was very important what he did.
There was a 3rd and 1, I think, that he just bruised for 1.5 yards. God, I love that guy.
So I got a couple shout outs that don't need a lot of talking, but I'm looking through the stats. I wrote a couple notes. So a couple discrete plays. Just want to give props to Jackson Harmon. 7 minutes left. We kicked off to the Griz, and he made such a fantastic tackle on Michael Wortham on a return.
Is he the one who lifted him up?
Yep.
And that was Jackson Harmon?
Yep. And I remember talking to Jackson's dad on the plane when I was going out to Bozeman. And it hasn't been all butterflies and sunshine for Jackson out there. He hasn't had the playing time that he's hoped for. But that was such an awesome play and such a pivotal moment. And just want to highlight him because that was really cool for him. I also want to say, at the very end of the game, Seth Brock coming up with a forced fumble and a sack as a redshirt freshman just paints the picture for what's coming. Super stoked for that guy. Guys, we held Michael Wortham 8 for 85 in the air and 2 for 7 on the ground. How much did we hear about that guy all last week?
Not even 100 total yards. I mean, maybe if you combine his kickoff returns, he's over 100 total yards. But I mean, it's the same thing. We held him pretty much in check in Missoula too. I mean, the injuries in this game matter. I think it's easy to gloss over it, but Brooks Davis going out, Schaefer going out. I mean, that changes things. That's like Rocky Lincione going out and Taco Dollar going out. That's a tough pill to swallow.
But then again, we were without our best defender.
Yeah, and that's my other shout out. I was surprised Foley didn't say it. It's like Coulter Petrie. Come on.
Yeah.
He was the third leading tackler
Stepping
on the
up.
team, stepping up in the absence of Caden Dowler, the Big Sky defensive MVP, who's been on a generational tear of defensive play, single-handedly changing the outcome of football games from a safety spot the last few weeks. And he played really well. And I feel good about him rolling into Nashville if that's what it has to be. He got a lot of experience in a big-time environment. So if Dollar can't go, Caden Dollar can't go, which would be a huge bummer, I feel pretty good about what we can do.
It's crazy how much depth we have on this team and how much excitement that gives me as we continue into next year. Like, we are loaded.
I mean, that secondary is all young.
Yeah, they're all freshmen and sophomores.
That's crazy.
These guys hit like no other.
I can't gush enough about how much I like watching the secondary play this year. I've done it all year. They just play so aggressive and so cocky, a little cockier than maybe I want, but that's what you need.
We're snapback.
A little more taunting than you need. We're a smack talking team, boys.
Yeah.
So
a
kind
violent team.
As much as you want to point to like the guys like the defensive backs that kind of dance on the logo in Missoula, Cole Taylor talks a lot of shit.
Yeah.
He's in people's faces like the entire time. He might be the most I see jawing out of anybody on the defense. It might be Cole Taylor.
Yeah.
I think the other guys celebrate a lot and taunt a lot, or like not taunt a lot, but they like celebrate and do like the big dancing and thing. But like Cole Taylor's like in people's faces, jawing at him.
Conversation Cole Taylor was having with Michael Wortham throughout the game was something I would have paid money for.
Have them mic'd up.
Yeah. When I rewatched this game, kind of a final thought for me, it was clear Montana State was the better team. I know Montana had its moment inside that third or that second third, as for lack of a better word,
because they are a good team.
They are a good
football team, and they punch back, and that's what good football teams do. I give them credit for battling back.
Montana State's deeper. Yeah, Montana State's deeper. And it just showed when it came down to the fourth quarter. And I think that's what this game, looking back over both iterations of this game, it's clear to me, and through the postseason when I was watching the Cats, other teams are good and they can hang for a while, but they can hang all four quarters. And I think that's something that gives me a lot of hope going into the national championship. Illinois State might be able to hang with us for a while, maybe into the third quarter. Maybe they might have a stanza, as Tom Stuber put it, in the middle where they control the game. I don't think a team can hang with the Bobcats all four quarters. Any team in the nation right now.
Hope you're right. I do agree that the Cats are the better team, and I think the Cats have been the better team all year. And it took a while. We complained about being ranked below the Griz at points in the year, which doesn't matter for anything really, but it just felt like the Cats were more consistent. The Griz were a very inconsistent team. They could play like world beaters, and then they could just lay eggs, or they could play like world beaters for a half and then lay an egg for a half, like being down 0-9 against Cal Poly at home. The Griz are just not a consistently good football team. And when they're good, they're really good. And that showed through spurts in this game, but the Cats were just deep and consistent, and they did that all year, and they did it to the Griz.
How long ago does South Dakota State feel?
Well, it feels like last year.
Yeah. It feels like it's not even the same season.
Not even the same season.
So, Thorny, you said you want to talk big picture. Let's get into that right now. So, what does this mean for the Cats? What does this mean for the Griz?
Well, if anybody in Bobcat land or Griz land had any notions anymore that there's a little brother and a big brother, The Bobcats are the big brother. There's no question in my mind. I felt this way for years. We've said it on this pod for years. I know there's still lingering people that may not fully believe that. And there's certainly plenty of Griz fans that will never believe that. And that's fine. But statistically, like in every measurable way, and really ever since Danny Sprinkle took us to some NCAA tournaments, because that was coinciding with the rise of the football team and the institutional momentum. And now we beat the Griz 2 times in the same season to go to the national championship for the 3rd time in 5 years. We beat them 8 times out of the last 10 tries. Bobby Hauck has a losing record now, going back to his first stint against the Bobcats. There's nothing little brother anymore, period, at any level, in any sport. So stop thinking it. Stop saying it. Don't even argue. Don't even get into an argument with someone, because all they might say is the overall record. And who gives a shit? Who cares? We are the big brother, and this just stamped that emphatically.
Keep thinking it for them. Do you want to keep thinking it, keep bringing up the overall record, because guess what? It's only going to get that much closer if you keep living in the past.
Yeah,
objects in the rearview mirror are closer than they appear.
Yeah, maybe start coming up with your own anti-Bobcat chant you do all the time, and maybe you'll get closer to actually winning some of these football games instead of just holding on to what happened in the 50s and 60s.
Fellas, we have dominated this conference the last 2 years. Like, just dominated this conference.
Brent
Okay,
Bannon doesn't lose.
No.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's made the Big Sky Conference his bitch. Like,
it's absurd. He's only lost to top
3 games.
5 teams. Yeah, the few games he lost to were all the top 5 programs at the time.
But don't get complacent. That's where I'm at this moment. Is as good as it is, keep wanting more. Job's not done for right now. Like
That's
micro,
the thing we gotta look forward
job's
to.
not done right now. Keep moving forward. Keep asking for more. Keep pushing the envelope. Keep staying hungry as an athletic program. Tony, you always remind us this doesn't last. I mean, good things come and they go. We are at an all-time high right now. I'm not trying to be a wet blanket. Keep pushing the envelope, Montana State. Don't settle. Do not settle. This is not it. Keep pushing the envelope.
Coach had a clip. I think we have it queued up. He had something after the post game. We're not done. We're not done. It's time to do this thing.
Guys, hey, not baby. That game is kind of microcosm of who we are, what we're all about. Get a lead. They make some plays. We go down, but we found a way, fellas. And it was offense, it was defense, special teams, the belief, the energy that we kept moving forward, okay? So we're going to be able to take this thing full circle. 51 weeks. 51 weeks! Don't take a dang thing for granted here, fellas. You are part of something that's super special. This don't happen by chance, okay? You've got men that believe in one another, love one another. When you do that, mixed with talent, you can accomplish great things. Okay, so we're not done yet. We are not done yet. We got to find a way to get one more now. What is that? Tier 6. Tier 6 on that pyramid. We got to figure that out. I appreciate everything that this team is about. Because we need to finish. We need to finish the race here, fellas. We need to finish the race. Okay? And when we say family now, here we go! 1, 2, 3!
This is the most media work we've ever had done in this pod. I like the F yeah.
Yeah, there were some swearies in there. That's all right.
It's great.
Oh man, if that didn't get you juiced up,
I'm fired up.
fired up.
Me-
Just put
I
me
love
in,
Coach.
put me in, coach.
Put
To
me in, Coach.
I
Nashville.
love Coach. He's so good, man. He's so good. Pay the man. Pay
What'd
the
he say in the
man.
2022 brawl? We got the knife in him. Now we got to twist it.
Yeah, he's got that streak in him. He's got that competitive fire, and it's there. And when you get it here, it's like, oh yeah, I see why the team plays the way they play.
Yep.
And it just sums it up better than I say. Is that you just enjoy it. It's a special thing we have right now, and we're on a generational thing right now, and we have a chance to do something we haven't done in 41 years, and we did it by stomping on the Griz's ass to leapfrog into Nashville. Doesn't get any better than that.
Oh God, it's so sweet. This is like a happy place game. Like you'll rewatch this like 12 minutes of this fourth quarter for the next like the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Best
I've had very
fourth
little
quarter
time
of
to
my
do so,
life.
but I've already squeezed in a rewatch of it.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Best
it's a
fourth
middle.
quarter.
It's a nice June afternoon. Got a nice bottle of whiskey here. Maybe I'll throw in the last 12 minutes of the 2025 semifinal game.
Yes. It's a good year. It's a good year.
Look around the stadium. Look at the moment. Pay the man. $290,000 is crap for a base salary. Pay the man. Keep him here. Look what happens. It matters to Montanans. It does. Pay him.
All right. I think my time is running out here,
Yeah.
boys. Anything else we want to say? Oh, we got Golden Coolie questions to answer.
We have a couple. I think
I might have
most
to
of
leave.
them are.
We'll see.
All right. So we'll get into a couple Golden Coolies. We'll save a couple for preview
Problem is
show.
I'm the one who's in. I can hit the stop recording button. Is me only.
Colorado Cat says rank it.
What's up?
Top three. Let's rank the day. Rank the win.
Top one. Number one.
Oh, top three things in the game or the game?
No,
itself?
just rank the game.
It's the
Cat
number one
Griz game.
It's the number one game. It's the number one sporting event I've ever been to in person.
Yeah.
I've been to a Rose Bowl. I've been to a Fiesta Bowl. I've been to a playoff baseball game. I've seen some pretty cool things in my life. Doesn't even come close.
Is it better than when we beat the crap out of them during game day?
Yes. By a lot.
Okay. By a lot? Okay.
That is one of the best moments as a sports fan I've ever had. If not the best.
Thorny? Like hands down number one?
Yes, I was there when the streak ended, but I feel like I wasn't really an entrenched Bobcat fan yet. I feel that kind of helped me become a Bobcat fan, so I don't think it had quite the meaning it would if I lived through this streak. I think that's number one.
Better than the 2022 or 2022 game day?
Yeah, that'd be the next closest one would be the game day one, but this took us to the national championship.
Good point. All right. Let's see. We're going to hold off on that Techno Cat. Roger Fisher says, do you think Taylor should have got the scoop and score and the officials got that right?
It should have counted BS call.
He took 3 steps with the football. I had my wife watch it. She's like, that's obviously a fumble. That's a terrible call by the refs.
Yeah. Somebody was saying his third foot didn't quite get down. If that's the letter of the law, then maybe
His third foot?
his third step. Excuse me. Third foot.
His third leg.
Wait a second. Do they have to take 3 steps in order for it to
No.
be a football move?
I don't know. I was
No.
reading somebody's thing that they said.
Roger also asked, which of many of the digs at the Griz was your favorite? He says his was the when Lamson did a little Eli Gilman
Yeah, that's my favorite.
hand gesture.
Students were great. By the way, the signs in the stadium were hilarious.
I know I've seen some on TV that I did not see in the stadium. Like, oh, that's good.
Champ had a sign that said release the UM files that I was laughing very hard at. Somebody else said cats don't hibernate or go back into hibernation. That was
Yeah,
great.
that's pretty cool. Let's see. I think the last one I'm going to say is Mike Nice, Bitterroot Bobcat. He says just hashtag no pale ales. That's all. He wanted to remind me, this is the moment, Foley, when you screwed it up the last couple of years. No pale ales right now.
Mike had one on Twitter about the C-130 that did the flyover was drilling holes over Highlight Canyon before the flyover. And he asked, what are they doing? Are they on some pale ales? Which is pretty funny.
Donovan Reed Venner on Twitter says, question from a Griz fan, with all the Dakotas losing this year, do you feel a power shift coming in the FCS? Are the Montanas above them? Also, in the next 10 years, how likely is it we get this matchup again?
It's likely. I think it kind of ebbs and flows power shift wise. I think we're kind of entering a period where, I mean, South Dakota State had a run where they had 4 years where they looked like the most dominant team, and we've looked like the most dominant team the last couple of years. And obviously North Dakota State's around. I don't think those programs are falling off, if that's what you're saying.
I don't think NDSU is going anywhere.
Yeah.
I think SDSU has a chance to fall off. I think the other Dakota schools have a better chance to fall off. I think NDSU got kind of just shell-shocked in a fluky game, and they're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah. I think if anything, it's all going to stay. I'm stunned Illinois State is here. We'll talk about that later. But just with the money and the ability to keep players from transferring, I think the Montanas and Dakota schools are in the best driver's seats of the FCS.
And how likely is it we get this matchup again?
I think very likely.
Fairly likely if the FCS format stays the same and the MSU and U of M are both still in the FCS. I don't see how it doesn't happen again in the next 10 years.
NDSU and SDSU have played 6 times in the last 15 years. So, odd show likely. Please keep Bobby forever. Hashtag
they don't play at the last game of the season.
Extend Bobby.
The fact that we play the last game of the season makes it harder because the loser usually gets bumped down pretty bad. This year they didn't, but sometimes you lose like 4-5 seeding spots.
Well, a block kick in 22 or 23, and we could have faced him in the semis too.
Yep.
So.
All right. I mean, there's some other questions I do have to get going.
Let's wrap her up. We'll save some of these for next week.
Oh, this is a good one. Johnny Longman asks, what play impressed you the most?
Besides the taco play?
Yeah.
I mean, Lencioni's catch was a more
Lencioni catch is really
equally impressive football play.
Yep.
It is, but it's not the 3rd and 20, 87-yard touchdown that puts us up 34, 23, man.
And the fact that it was 3rd down too, like the Lencioni pass was first or 2nd down. It was like icing on the cake. Like that taco pass was.
I mean, Bryce Greavy sealed the game.
What a play by Lamson.
Stop. It was 27-23 going into the 4th quarter. It was 3rd and 20. We punted away. We were on our 10-yard line. Are you expecting us to stop the Cat or the Griz at that point? You're expecting a dogfight for the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely a back and forth venture for the rest of the game. We avalanched them after that. That is a historic moment in the rivalry. It's a historic moment for our program. It could set us off in a trajectory that we never look back. That is a pivotal moment in our history. That is the moment. That is the play. No question.
Are you saying Sam Vidalak's brother committed because of that play?
there is no, Lencioni's catch, fantastic. Bryce Greavy's pick 6, fantastic. Does not hold a candle to that play. And I love them all.
It depends on your definition of impressed.
And one of the things I wanted to say before we end this episode too is guys, we were on national television, ABC. I'm not talking ESPN, ABC. That's the stuff you could get with your bunny ears if you're poor, like a lot of America. A lot of Americans are watching Montana State, that environment.
Because they're poor?
Because they didn't have any other options to watch because they get 3 channels off of some tinfoil rabbit ears that they're putting up. Are you telling me that are recruiting just doesn't go through the roof after that. Who does not want to come to Montana State? I mean, I'm sure there's players now that had left. Omar Abidian, Polidor had an extra year who probably want to come back. Connor Moore, or like, they were there, guys, by the way. We know they were there. Fans have told us they were at the game. Come to Montana State. You're going to play in a big-time freaking environment. You just watched it. You want to win?
That looked more fun than the famous Idaho Potato Bowl today.
Go Cougs. But yes. All right.
Yep, I got to get us out of here, boys. Anything else you want to say real quick?
No.
I don't want to cut it short because it's historic, but time's ticking for me over here.
Okay. All right, Thorny, get us out.
I was so happy to be there. So happy to see you, Zach, and hang out with you. What a wonderful weekend in Bozeman. Takes you right back to college days and historic win. Couldn't have asked for a better weekend. And you can always find us on Twitter, our CatCast. You can find us on the web, our catcast.com. You can find us on Bobcat Nation under the Golden Coolie thread. Last one, boys, before Nashville. Go Cats.
FTG. Go Cats, go.
Ding,
I'll see you boys in Nashville.
Go Cats.